collision on track. We had to replace a barrier. Lockie is okay, car not so good, but we're going to get back under racing very shortly, and first on the line is going to be Chris Hortop in his little John Cooper Works Mini. Very nicely presented vehicle, this one. Alright, we are back underway. Chris Hortop has just left the line in the little Mini, making his way to the top of the mountain. Over the last few years you would have seen Chris here. He raced his car here last year, but previous to that he was running a little Clubman. Chris now just making his way into the chicane here at a 45 in the chicane, so he's looking at around at just over a minute mark there to cross the line. And he stopped the clock there at a 102.59 there. So he's shaved 41th of a second off his previous time of the 103. Jared McRobbie now making his way around the hairpin in the 33 Skyline. A little bit loose on exit there. Still looking rather fast though. And Jared's going to stop the clock at a time of 59.1. So another improvement there. His previous time was a 102.3. As we look down the hill, we're looking at the Mazda MX-5 of Wayne Casey. Previous run of 109.24, so let's see if Wayne's going to scrape a bit of time off as well. At the gap here, it's looking that Wayne's going to shave a couple of seconds off his time. Wayne crosses the line there in the MX-5 at a time of 109.91, so a little bit slower actually. See Jeff Varden in the Datsun 1200 making his way to the top. The first sub-minute number of the day he was, with a 58 seconds flat. He's very well built little 1200 coupe. Don't think there's much 1200 coupe left in it, but still appears to look like one. And Jeff stops the clock there in a 58.57, so a smidge slower, just 0.57 seconds slower. As 180 of Wayne Fitzpatrick makes his way up the mountain. Nice exit there by Wayne from the hairpin. Nice exit there by Wayne. Pointing it to the top of the hill now. Holds the foot flat and he's going to break the beam and stop the clock at a 1 minute .6. Shaved 3 seconds off there for Wayne. Very nicely ran. We've got the Darren Hart Corolla on screen making its way up the top of the mountain. Darren ran a 102.62 on his first run of the day. What's he got in store for us now? And he's done a 59.29. So times are dropping, which is good. This had Andrew Campbell leave the line in the S14 Sylvia. Pretty well drifted to the first corner. It's actually Darren Hart, sorry. Yeah, it is Andrew Campbell on screen now in the S14. He did drift to the first corner of the track, so I don't know what his time's actually going to be like. Looks like he's going to beat his previous though. He's going to stop the clock there at a time of 58 flat, so before was a 57.9, so 0.1 of a second. As we're looking at Matt Firth now in his Nissan Silvia. Entering the bus stop chicane here. And Matt stops the clock there at a 59.60. So he shaved 4 seconds off his previous time there. We are seeing the times improve, a bit more confidence in the track by the drivers now. There's Murray Height now making his way out of the bus stop in the SR20 powered Corona. Murray ran a 107 flat last time. What's he got in store this time? A 105.77. So everyone's times are dropping. As we see the rotary powered RX-7 of Damien Malzani making its way to the top. Class outright winner last year, and I think he may have won the Friday last year. I will go back and have a look at previous history and update you all. As Damien there stops the clock at a 56.21, so another 2 seconds shaved off there for Damien. Quite good times considering the heat today. Got Paddy Hughes now making the climb in his Silvia. I believe Paddy only put the finishing touches on his car this week after a lot of late nights of work. So he's very grateful to be here this weekend. And Paddy's going to stop the clock there at a time of 114.6, so a little slower than last run. A little bit to make up on it, but he'll get there. As Mick Argoon muscles the big banger VK Commodore to the top of the mountain. Mick's a big helper here around Legends of the Lake. And he stops the clock there at 59.54, so he shaved nearly 5 seconds off his previous time as well, of a 104.2. As we look down screen to Steve Goss in the Clubman Puma. Good day to go out to Clubman. Nice sunny weather, have the roof off, enjoy the breeze. Steve breaks the beam there and stops the clock at a time of 1 minute 13.97. 1:13.97 there for Steve, so he shaved a second off his previous. Looking at the little Daihatsu mirror of Michael Nixon here. Got a monster wing on the back of this little car. He did a 1:22.73 previous run. So see what he's got in store for us this time. Hopefully he can knock a couple of seconds off that. And he does. He's done a 1:15.15, so he's shaved over 5 seconds off his first run of the day. As we look at the Porsche 996 of Mike Holland now making its way around the hairpin. He stops the clock there at a 1:03.0 for Mike. He's a little bit slower than he was the first run. And on screen now we've got the little green Cooper S of Steve Pauly. The flying brick. Steve's going to stop the clock there at a 1:09.7 for the little Mini. As we look at Kurt Wilson now in the WRX STI. Putting the foot down, ringing that Rex out. Stops the clock at a 57.68. As Brendan Byfield's now on screen in the Subaru Sports Wagon. Another car with a monster fin on the back. Brendan Byfield, also another regular here at the Legends of the Lake. Just leaving the hairpin chicane now and pointing his way up to the finish line. He's going to break the beam, stop the clock at a 59.22 there for Brenton. He's shaved 6 seconds off his previous run there. Looking at the Bentralore entrance, the 65 Mustang Fastback. Beautifully presented vehicle, this one. It's quite popular with a lot of people. Ben's going to stop the clock in that Mustang at a time of 1 minute 25 flat. Just taking it for a little bit of a leisurely cruise, I think. While we look down at Davis Harris in the WRX, just leaving the hairpin now, making his way to the finish line. Dave's going to stop the clock there at a time of 1:03.38. So he's knocked 3 seconds off his previous time there. As we see Mark Dixon make his way around the hairpin now. Mark running the Impreza STI 2007, ran a 58.7 before, and he's just broke the beam and stopped the clock there at a 57.2. So numbers are still dropping for most people. Even though the track temperature is heating up, and the air temperature for these turbo cars is definitely getting a bit warmer, so the performance will be down a little bit. I think we're going to see some pretty quick times tomorrow. We're only looking for around 20 degrees tomorrow, as opposed to 33 today. And Douglas Johnson there, he breaks the beam, crosses the line in a 53.7 in his WRX, so he's shaved also 4 seconds off. So the heat doesn't seem to be affecting too many players today. At the moment anyway, we'll see what this afternoon holds though. As Damien Brand, the hairpin master, makes his way to the top. Damien stops the clock there at a 54.8. Big improvement from last run, but he did spin out last time, just after the hairpin. As we see Derek White now in the Liberty GT, making his way around the hairpin. Derek's first run of the day, didn't run bracket 1. He stops it at a 59.99, just perfectly under that minute mark. We're looking down the track now at Sean Day in the STI 22B, first of the S&J entries for the weekend. Obviously Dan's going to be here tomorrow in the SJ 1000, Bosch Motorsports car. This 22B of Sean's is a very well put together vehicle. It's got all the good bits on it, built in-house at S&J in Adelaide. And he stops the clock there at a 54.81 for Sean. He's shaved not quite a second off his previous time, but close to. Looking at one of the juniors, Corey Brand. Taking his little Subaru to the top, just an RX, so it's seeing a two-wheel drive on this one. And he stopped the clock there at a 1:03.9 for Corey. So he's shaved a couple of seconds off there, he'll be happy with that. Hamilton in the XR6 makes his way up towards the finish line. Been pumping out some pretty good times this car last year and even the first run of this year. What's he got in store? 1 minute point 6 for Cohen. 1 minute point 6 for Cohen. Which has shaved us nearly a second off for him. see Cruz Frost now. Also a junior, making his way around up the mountain there, around the hairpin. Cruz stops the clock there at a 102.9. Cruz stops the clock there at a 102.9. Shaved about 4 seconds off his previous time there. As we see the SS of Nathan Ackley make its way into the hairpin. Nathan's also been a regular legend for the last few years. And he stopped it there at a 103.78. He stopped it there at a 103.78. The dual entrant car of Graham Fenton now making its way around the hairpin. Graham stops the clock there at a 104.2. Clock there at a 104. We're looking now at Justin Devlin in the VY Commodore. Justin stops the clock there at a 110.11. Stops the clock there at a 110.1. As we see Sandra Branham in the Subaru GD making her way to the top. Sandra stops the clock there at a 105.48. So another couple of seconds shaved there. Everyone seems to be knocking, well, most people seem to be knocking off a few seconds of their time. As we see the Simon Field car making its way around the chicane. Reese Molden must be driving that Simon Field car as a dual entry because he's stopped the clock there at a 104.9. Mark Povey now making his way around the hairpin. Over the finish line and stops the clock at a 58.85. Tristan Crowe now just making his entrance into the hairpin. Tristan's going to stop the clock there at a 103.59 for Tristan. 103.59. In Lancia Stratus of Trent Brand now making his way to the top. The third of our brand entrances for the weekend. to stop the clock there at a 103.03. As the last car of this bracket is making its way to the top. We have Anthony Norris on the screen in the Silvia. Run a 56.82 last run. I think it may have been the fastest of the day. No, Sean Day with a 55 is, and then has beaten that with a 54. So what's Norris got in store for us? Has he got something for Sean? A 55.19. Has shaved a little bit off it. So we've got just the last run of the day, a media run going up the hill with our sponsors on board. Enjoy the ride. So the media ride stops the clock at a 102.55. So the cars are just going to have to come back down the hill now. So we're just going to have a short little break from racing at the moment. While we do that, I'll have a bit of a shout out to our sponsors of the weekend. So we'll start with Cooper Subaru, D&D Mechanical and Four-Wheel Drive, DPF Particulate Solutions SA, EB Graphics. They did all our t-shirts, hats and merch for the weekend. Exchange Printers, Farm Gear, Galpin's Accounting, Gambia West Brakes, Google Vehicle Sales, Grand Auto Wreckers, GD Industrials, Hannaford Seeds, Heemskirk Security. Shout out to Merv and his crew there. Always good to have them here. Heat and Earth Moving, Hydraleak, Infrabuild, Joanne's Espresso. Yeah, go see Joanne over at her coffee van down here in the pits if you want to grab yourself a coffee or a milkshake or something like that on a hot day like today. We've got JSM Carports and Verandas, Key to Beauty, Cup Power, L&H Electrical, MGS Towing, Mount Gambier Sawworks, Motorsport Service Solutions, MSS Safety, MTA, 141, Omega Racing Karts Australia, Perry's Oil Maintenance, Peter Rogers Auto Repair, and also PMD Race Products. So we're just going to have a short 5-10 minute break now while the cars come back down the hill, and then we'll be straight back into action.
Performance tuners and racers trust Bosch technology for their high-performance engines. Precision, reliability and performance. Bosch fuel injectors give you peace of mind, knowing your engine is getting the best fuel delivery. Race after race, year after year. Optimised spray formation for improved combustion, smoother power delivery and better throttle response. Bosch fuel injectors will put you ahead of the competition. Search Bosch Motorsport Australia. There's good, there's better, and then there's Bosch. Performance tuners and racers trust Bosch technology for their high-performance engines. Precision, reliability and performance. Bosch fuel injectors give you peace of mind, knowing your engine is getting the best fuel delivery. Race after race, year after year. Optimised spray formation for improved combustion, smoother power delivery and better throttle response. Bosch fuel injectors will put you ahead of the competition. Search Bosch Motorsport Australia. There's good, there's better, and then there's Bosch.
It's over, yeah? Did you go for the ARB Frontier 140 litre long range tank? Good one. ARB fridge, got the second battery set up. Nice. Dave Alocki's fishing trip, brought to you by Trident. Trident Tyre Centres, Mount Gambier, Portland and Narracorde. Keeps you safe on the road.
Adventure awaits at Mount Gambier Off-Road Centre. Accessories, protection and recovery equipment. We've brought together the very best in four-wheel drive, the big brands, the trusted names, including the complete ARB range. Everything's been chosen for its quality, reliability and practicality. We help you get kitted out with all the gear you could possibly need, and we expertly fit it here too. Go on! Mount Gambier Off-Road Centre, 308 Commercial Street West.
So we're back underway here at the 18th running of the Legends of the Lake Hillclimb. Thanks to Trident Tyre Centre. Norm Goodall taking off at the line here in his 911 Porsche 1977. Norm's another one of our regulars here at Legends every year. Just throwing it into the hairpin now. Norm ran a 103.3. This time he's done a 103.6. 0.3 of a second slower. Temperature is coming up here at the lake, so as we see Nathan Green in the Volvo wagon making his way around the hairpin. And Nathan Green's going to stop the clock there at a time of 107.6. Shaves nearly a second off his time. As we look at Peter Rogers now in the 1600 Datsun making his way around the hairpin. Peter did a 107.84. Hopefully he can shave a little bit of time off it here. Peter stops the clock at a 106.2. Has knocked a second off his time. Chris Clayson in the Magna, making its way up now. Chris does all the work on his car here. A lot of hard work and hours put into this bus. And Chris has done a 104.14, so he's also knocked a second off his time. Very nice, Chris. As we see the RX4 of Shane English now making its way to the top. Shane ran a 1:14.20 before. Looks like he's on target to beat it by a smidge. This time he's done a 1:13.12. Time he's done a 1:13.12. As Brad Smith makes his way into the hairpin. He's got the R33 Skyline. All-wheel drive turbo seems to be the most popular combo here at Legends, and definitely the most successful. And Brad's done a 1 minute point one. And Brad's done a as we're looking at Colin and Bella in the Ford Falcon now making his way into the hairpin. Colin ran a 1:06.49 previously, and this time he's going to cross the line at a 1:06.57, a smidge slower than the first run. As we see the Roger Lohman Elfman Clubman making his way now up at the top of the hill. Roger ran a 1 minute point 95 last time. It's actually, correction there, it's actually Matthew Benecki, also in the Clubman, and he's just done a 1:003, so he's shaved 2 seconds off his time there. Nicely done there by Matthew. Matt Evans in the Commodore, making his way around the hairpin. He stops the clock there at a 1 minute 9, 1:00.9. Couple of cars just run out a bit of order here, so we're looking down now at Jeff Walsh in the Pratt Holden Sports, the historic Group N car. He did a 1:10 last time. And this time Jeff's going to stop the clock at a 1:07.98. He'll be happy with that, only a 3-second shave off. One of my favourite cars on track now, the XY Falcon of Neil Ottaway. One owner job, don't hear of too many XY Falcons that are one owners. Brought new all the way back in 1971, and he's done a 1:08.5. And that saves 2 seconds off his previous time. As we're looking at the little LJ Tirana of Steve Havelock, another Group N historic vehicle here. These are historic cars. I think they're the best to watch. They might not be the fastest times, but they're nice to look at, and they just have the right sounds. Steve does a 1:01.52 there. So Steve's shaved a couple of seconds off his time as well. Looking downhill now at Robert Butt in in his Mark 1 Cortina. Ran a 1:19.15 on first run of the day. I'm sure he's hoping to improve that. And Rob's stopped the clock there at a 1:12.10, so he's shaved nearly 8 seconds off his previous time. Craig Goss crossing the line in his little Mini at a 1:05.39. As we look down at the Ford Escort of Grant Stevenson, another historic Group N cars. Didn't have the best takeoff here, bit too much of a burnout. So unless he had a bit of an average run last time towards the top, I don't think Grant's going to quite get his time this time. And Grant's done a 1:13.7. Robert Vanderkamp now thrown into the hairpin at the top there. This guy definitely knows how to drive a big muscle car. Keeps up with the all-wheel drive turbo cars, and his car's 50 years old. So good work there by Rob. 57.44. Very nice time. So we've got James Crimson now making his way out of the bus stop in the XY Ford Futura, and just crosses the line there at a 1:06.87. Just crosses the line there at a 1:06.87. Luke Day just crosses the line there in his R31 Skyline at a 1:17. Now I've just been joined in the commentary box here by Naomi, so if she wants to say hello.
Hello everyone, hello.
Got some racing insight for us, have you?
What would you like to know this time?
Not sure, you're obviously not running this weekend or tomorrow?
No, I'm only doing Wollonga this year.
Alright.
I'll sit in the co-driver's seat next week for Classic Adelaide.
That'll be a good event.
But I'm here supporting my son this weekend. He's racing.
Oh, that's good. And Lachlan Woolley just crosses the line in a 1:04.2. He was in the Toyota Cressida. About what he did the time last time.
Consistency is the key here.
It is. It's going to be hard to knock down the times once it really gets hot here. The cars is not going to perform quite as well. We've got Josh Munn now on screen in the 180B Triple S Datsun.
I think I'll learn to drive in one of these vehicles. It's classic.
Ashton Slaughtercraft just across the line in his Ford BA with a 108.28. So pretty well on par with his time from previous run.
Into the bus stop, we've got the Datsun going through there right now for you. Oof.
Josh Munn runs the data across the line at a 105.9.
So I've never seen Mount Gambier this sunny. What are we going to hit, 30 today?
Yeah, apparently 34 we're going to get to. It's a bit of a rare occasion, but tomorrow will be a reality check and probably come back down to like 19 raining.
Tell us about the bitumen. What's the compound of the bitumen do when we get hot?
Oh, with the heat, just goes all sticky and tarry, and it's just no good for racing. And Danny Moll has taken his escort across the line in a 102.83. Very nicely done there. The second shaved off time. As we're looking at Nathan Dale now in the little Fiesta ST. Did a 58.71 on his first run.
That's not to be sneezed at.
No, anything sub the minute mark is considered a pretty good time here. And this time Nathan's going to run the Fiesta across the line in a time of 56.8. He'll be very pleased with that. 56.8. Got the Evo making his way to the top of the mountain now of Ashley Blanchard, 58.89 on the first run. Ashley Blanchard did a 57.59.
Andrew Admiral now in the ASP Subaru, coming up to the bus stop. Going in. 106.86 for Andrew Admiral. 106.86 for Andrew Admiral. Not bad for a man with one eye.
It's pretty handy, pretty good driving.
I believe he only sees the right corners.
We've got Jordan Zemkus on our screen now.
It's a tidy build.
Yeah, he's done a 58.38. And he's shaved about 2 seconds off his previous run, so he'll be quite happy with that.
Tyres must be on, working for him.
Indeed. As we see the other Zemkus car entry, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's how I read it.
That's what the frog said.
This one's Adam. He's also got the WRX, and he's done a 1:45, so he's shaved 3 seconds off his previous time. The times are still dropping. now in the Evo, making his way around the hairpin.
Hyundai have done a lot for racing in the early years, and now again they're still popping up, aren't they?
Yeah, they're everywhere. Good junior cars. And,
Great junior car, front wheel drive.
Good to learn in, yeah. Martin Radford did a 102.08. Again, a few more seconds shaved there. And we're talking about Hyundais because we've got Charlie Evans on screen in his little XL there, making his way up.
Yeah, he's a SEAC junior, so we're going to support our juniors. They're going to overtake us one day.
That's right, this is where racing's future is, these guys. And Charlie's done a 1:11.16. Charlie's done a 1:11.16. Got the James Pauley Austin Mini making his way to the top now. Got some big flares on this one. I don't know if it's still got the original A series motor in this thing. It's rather wide at the front.
Aren't there motors in the back?
They're in the front. Not a Volkswagen.
Gotcha.
And James has stopped the clock there at a 104.0. James has stopped the clock there at a
Got Senior Frost across the line right now. Nothing frosty about that vehicle, is there?
No, not at all. Got Kylie Howard just running over the line there at the top in their big commie, and she's just done a time of 105.5. Good to see this car back on the road after a huge incident a few months back. Ended up on its roof, and Mick, her partner, ended up rebuilding it. And Jay Frost now. I've got him down as an 86, but I don't believe I saw an 86 leaving the line.
No, that's their new Nissan that they bought. It was a little drift car they picked up, done a bit of work to it, sent it on the line.
Yep, that's the way to do it.
Send it.
That's it. With Hillclimb, that's the beauty of it. You can really virtually race any sort of thing you want. Just build it and race it. As we're looking at Dabassi now, 180SX. That's Adam. He's done a 58.5. No, 58.7. 58.5. Bruno Vidori now making his way to the top in his Commodore.
A lot of drivers use this day as a practice for Saturday and Sunday, don't they?
Yeah, get the car set up.
Settled.
Right,
get the driver settled.
That's it. A bit of confidence in it and work out where you can push it a bit more for the Saturday. And that's a 108 for Bruno. That's a 108.
Now that man can have a good chat.
Yes, indeed. He's been in this commentary box a few times. He's more than welcome to come down and have a chat if he wants. As we watch Simon making his way to the top here. Simon's done a 56.6.
That's extremely good for a second run up the hill. 2 seconds off his first. Must have found the boogie.
Yeah, that's it. He's definitely put a lot of hard work into that car. Oh, what's going on here? We've got something on track happen.
Yeah, we've got a... Is that Frosty? Simon Fuel? No, he went over the line. Maybe he just stopped. That's me.
Yeah.
On the line there.
Oh, he's on the line.
Yeah, he's on the
I
line.
can't see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, through there.
Yeah.
I didn't see which one went off.
I hit the tyre. Yeah. First time up.
That's his first
Ever.
one ever. Oh, wow.
Not too bad.
Good.
Yeah.
Quite good. Quite good.
We call him Cold Trickle on the line right now.
Oh, that's who you were talking about was Cold
Yeah,
Trickle.
this
on
is
the
Cold
line.
Trickle. Like he's pretty amazing. He just rocks in,
Yeah.
gets an Uber here, Uber there, and he doesn't do any work on the vehicle and just drives it. That's him.
Sounds like a good plan.
I reckon he's got it made. This Gen X is really good.
Mum probably funds the race program too.
Negative. He does it all himself.
Oh, that's good then.
No, Mark and Lachlan went halves in this car. This is Jay Frost's old car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we bought it from him.
Well, we'll see if you can beat his time in his old car.
Missed it here. We got this is Graham Vanderherk on the line here in the Superbug. He's famous here.
Yeah, Graham will be down a bit later for a chat on the mic and give us all the little racing insights and tell us what the track's like today.
Lachlan's going up into the bus stop now.
So we're going to try and bet a 101.88 for him. Did miss a gear
He did
down
miss
here,
a gear.
so it
No
might
judgment.
hurt him a little bit, but if it's within a second or so, we know the top end of his courses are good. He's at a 101.60, so he has bet his previous time. If he didn't miss that gear, he might have nearly got below the minute mark.
We'll have a chat. Graham looks clean and smooth as he's coming into the punch bowl. Look at this. Look at this. Every time. Smooth. Is that car actually going off the line? So quiet. Is that Nana's car? Nana's Nissan.
That's our race director, Steve Saunders there.
Well, Saunders, keep going, mate.
He does well. It's a nicely presented
Looks
vehicle,
sweet.
that one.
Yeah, looks sweet.
I think it was actually a legit promo vehicle or something
For the V8?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And Graham's taken the bug over the line in a 106.1. He's gone a bit slower than his first run. The old air-cooled bug probably not liking this heat.
He probably had a bit of lunch.
Oh, Graham's put a bit of weight on. Can't stir him up too much. He'll be down here ripping
Yeah,
into
he'll
us.
be coming back on us, don't you know? Still got that bus running. That's a great little thing for spectators if they want to come down the hill.
Yeah, for sure. Come down, have a look at our food vendors across the opposite the pit here, and have a look at the cars close up. Worth coming down to have a look at. And it's quite nice down the bottom here. I reckon it'd be probably hotter at the top.
I was thinking I'll go for a swim in the lake, but we don't want to see a whale.
Steve crosses the line in a 112.93. So Steve's taken 2 seconds off his time there. As Max Vidinen is making his way to the top in the Commodore. Oh, a bit of a lose down low there for a little Pulsar. That must be of Dylan Young.
Dylan, yeah. Shout out to John Roberts watching the live stream now. Hello, John.
Yeah, Max crosses the line there at a 112.5. Which is a big improvement from his first run, so he'll be happy with that.
Oh, he's got a little bit of brake lock-up just coming into that punch bowl area.
Yeah, there's a little bit of
Bus stop,
smoke there.
yeah. Good on him.
For the little pulsar.
That'll get the adrenaline running.
The pulsar ran a 105.4 last run. What's he got for us this time? Exactly the same, another 105.4. That's quite hard to do. If you're doing drag racing,
Well,
the
so that's
dialing's pretty
consistent,
good.
isn't it?
Got Simon Poiter now in the Falcon, making his way to the top. Did a
They're heavy cars to get around those corners, aren't they?
Oh, indeed,
A bit
yeah,
like a boat.
definitely. A 109.2. I think with the Falcons, the better choice is the 6 turbo over the V8 ones. They handle a lot better and they're just a bit more snappy off the line.
It's a nail plate we see on the back of that one, going up the hill now.
Some young drivers here.
Be Max Vidinen.
Oh no, Max is already gone.
Is it Lindsay?
Yeah, we're looking at Lindsay at the top end of the track. Down the bottom here we've got someone else. Lindsay crosses the line at a 105.54.
I remember the first rally I went into, one of the guys had training wheels on the side of his Escort.
Must be constantly tipping it to the side, I'm guessing.
Truly taking the piss.
Yeah. It's Emma Hutchison in that other Commodore now making her way to the top. It's just a couple of cars running out of order here, so that's why we're getting a little bit confused here in the commentary. And Emma's crossed the line at a 108.3. And Emma's crossed the line at a 108.3. As Gavin Molden makes his way around the hairpin in his all 1600. Some reason it's been listed in here as a Escort, but I'm pretty sure it's a 1600.
No, it's definitely 1600,
definitely
that one.
1600. I didn't know the Moldens to be the Escort kind of people. They've always been the Datsun guys.
Well, these days we just got to make sure, don't we?
That's it.
Well, that's the end for that set. Heading into the next set. Once they all come down the hill, admire the weather we're having, and just remember you can get on the bus, come down, come and see us down here on the bottom of the hill, have some bite to eat, some coffee. Maybe that's what we need, coffee.
Yeah, good day for donuts and ice cream actually too. I think they're going to be quite popular this Arvo, that ice cream truck.
Definitely.
And the media ride stopped the clock there at a 101.9. Nicely done. So yeah, we're just going to have a bit of a short break while the cars return down the hill, and we'll be back in for session 3.
Performance tuners and racers trust Bosch technology for their high-performance engines. Precision, reliability and performance. Bosch fuel injectors give you peace of mind, knowing your engine is getting the best fuel delivery, race after race, year after year. Optimised spray formation for improved combustion, smoother power delivery and better throttle response. Bosch fuel injectors will put you ahead of the competition. Search Bosch Motorsport Australia. There's good, there's better, and then there's Bosch.
So cool. Miller's School Pickup, brought to you by Trident Tyre Centres, Mount Gambier, Portland and Narracourt. Keeps you safe on the road.
tuners and racers trust Bosch technology for their high-performance engines. Precision, reliability and performance. Bosch fuel injectors give you peace of mind, knowing your engine is getting the best fuel delivery. Race after race, year after year. Optimised spray formation for improved combustion, smoother power delivery and better throttle response. Bosch fuel injectors will put you ahead of the competition. Search Bosch Motorsport Australia. There's good, there's better, and then there's Bosch.
Hey, Lockie, caught much? Oh, jeez. White Force HDX Sun protection steps and tow bar. Yeah? Did you go for the ARB Frontier 140 litre long range tank? Good one. ARB fridge, got the second battery set up. Nice. Dave and Lockie's fishing trip, brought to you by Trident. Trident Tyre Centres, now Gambier, Portland and Naracoorte. Keeps you safe on the road.
Your four-wheel drive adventure awaits at Mount Gambier Off-Road Centre. Accessories, protection and recovery equipment. We've brought together the very best in four-wheel drive. The big brands, the trusted names, including the complete ARB range. Everything's been chosen for its quality, reliability and practicality. We help you get kitted out with all the gear you could possibly need. And we expertly fit it here too. Go on! Mount Gambier Off-Road Centre, 308 Commercial Street West.
Bosch Motorsport BR540 high-flow in-tank fuel pump sets a new Bosch standard for quality and performance. With class-leading fuel delivery at high rail pressures, it's ideal for both boosted and non-boosted engines, suitable for most fuels, and compact in size. The BR540 suits high-horsepower motorsport applications. Search for Bosch Motorsport Australia or find us at boschmotorsport.com.au. There's good, there's better, and then there's Bosch. Bosch Motorsport, when quality and performance matter.